Hi everyone, it's Dr. Libby. I'm a specialist pediatric dentist and today I'm going to be answering your questions about oil pulling. So I've been asked this a lot about oil pulling, whether or not it's beneficial for our oral health, and I'm going to give you the answer today. Lots of things are good for you, but they're not very practical to carry out, and I think that oil pulling might be one of those things. Let's have a look at some science behind it. So there has been an article which is published in the British Dental Journal, and it gives an overview of the papers which have been written about oil pulling, and it gives us a little bit of background information. So it's an old practice which dates back from India, and it does work in the sense that if you have some coconut oil in your mouth and you move it around your mouth, it can reduce the amount of toxins that you have in your mouth, or the bacterial load basically. But to achieve that outcome, you have to pull the oil in your mouth for 5 to 20 minutes, which is a long time. Most people struggle to brush 2 minutes twice a day, so I don't really see how pulling oil in your mouth for 20 minutes at a time is something that is feasible or practical in daily life, which is why I think that if it does work, you'd have to be really dedicated to do it. Now, there are some studies which have shown, but they're very weak studies, they have shown that they will decrease the bacterial load. They haven't yet managed to prove that the effect of oil pulling is to stop cavities from forming. There is lots of claims about oil pulling, and the reality is that we can't prove them. And so yes, it can contribute to better oral hygiene, but it doesn't mean that you stop brushing your teeth. So you still need to brush your teeth. I don't think most people would manage to do it for 20 minutes at a time, twice a day. And so I think that brushing your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes with fluoride toothpaste is really the best way. And all the other things that I talk about, like adding in xylitol chewing gum, adding in tooth mousse into your diet, rinsing your mouth regularly after eating anything, maintaining good interdental hygiene by flossing and using interdental brushes, that is much more important. There can be harm from doing the oil pulling. So some people have aspirated it, which means they breathe in the oil, and when that happens it can cause pneumonia, and there's also stomach upsets reported as well. So there are some side effects which obviously are not pleasant, and the proof that it really works is poor, based on the studies that have been done so far. And like I mentioned, I don't think it's practical. I can't get myself to sit down for 20 minutes with oil in my mouth pulling it around, so I don't think I'd recommend this way of looking after your oral health. Let's stick to things that we know work and are evidence-based.